Hello everyone, welcome to Pommyinoz. I hope we're all doing really well and we're nearly at football season. We've got the girls kicking us off, end of the week, and we are super excited that we're going to be back into regular football content and just having something to talk about, because it's hard work coming up with new stuff all the time. If you are new around here, please drop a like, please drop a subscribe. And I was perusing through YouTube the other day and I saw Bitta Footy do this, so shout out to Bitta Footy. This was probably stolen from you, who's probably stolen it from someone else, YouTube really is like just the meanderings of just the constant theft and rebrand. So we're going to do AFL songs, and we're going to do this a little bit of a difference. I thought what we'll do is we'll go through it and we'll have a little bit of a listen together. So without any further ado, let's smack into it. So obviously for you, this is the Adelaide song. Now, as we know, the pride of South Australia, it's a near bad song, is it? It's a near bad song. So I'm going to put this in the good. I think that's a fair call for the Adelaide song. And as it's playing as we're talking, hopefully you guys agree it's not a bad song. The next song we've got is Brisbane. Now, you see, the thing, as the song plays, I find, and maybe this is just me, but it's very similar to the Adelaide song. We've got Adelaide good. I mean, I suppose this is a little... I don't get enthralled by it, is the word. And yeah, it's a shame because it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song, but it's no brainer as my song plays in the background. Carlton Football Club straight into the awesome. I couldn't have it any other way. It reminds me of good times. I do like our song. I think it's very fan based in the terms of judging songs, obviously, because there's an argument to be made, and as you can hear it play as I speak, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, I suppose, if you don't follow the team. But to me, I think, you've got the intro, it gets you going. It's a good song. So yeah, definitely awesome tier. Up next, we've got the Maggie. It's good. I'm going to put that in the good. I could probably put it in the awesome because it is one of the more iconic sides of the AFL. But as you can hear, it's a good one. These are some of the songs I find as well when you watch them throughout the year. I don't know about anyone else. They get stuck in your head. Like, there's a couple here that gets stuck in my head that I will be like driving around, and then suddenly that song is like the screensaver of my mind for the next month. When you just shut down, like when the kids are doing your editing, you just kind of zone out. I think the Richmond song in 2017 was actually the screensaver of my mind when I zoned out because I heard it that much. But The Pies is a really good track, as you can hear. It's not bad. Up next we got Port. Now, it starts off really crap, I find, and as you can hear, but then once it gets going, it reminds me of, like a Shakin' Stevens Christmas song, like one of that. Like, it gets you in there. So it's like, bad start, really meaty middle. Now, I'm going to be controversial. I'm putting Port in the awesome. It's a belter. I don't care what you say. It is a belter. It's a belting tune. It's got everything for me. It's got the culture shift, and you've got to have that. But if you don't have a shift in a song, is there any point? Like, it grabs me by the short and curlies, and I am invested. It's a good track, and you can see there two South Australian sides nailing it with the songs. So up next, hey, I've done it. Up next is Essendon. Now, we know I hate Essendon. We know it. But even though I don't personally like the song, I've tried to judge this on appeal if I didn't have any loyalty. Maybe lied with the Carlton one and got really in. But Essendon, I think I can't have it in right, and I shall tell you for why. They're our biggest rivals, and You know, I talk about rivalries make sport, rivalries make the game, lineage, rah-de-rah-de-rah. I can't do it, can I? I can't. I couldn't have rivals there. So I do genuinely, I wouldn't say I like it, but it's catchy, isn't it? You know, the sea, the arms fire. And as you can hear, it's a near bad song. There's worse out there. Now, this next one might upset someone. Now, when it's sung by the players, it's pretty, it's okay. But the version that, you know, they play, it's a bit kitsch for my liking. I just don't quite think I don't think it's bad, and I'm going to try and avoid putting anyone in the bad category because it's identity and you are going to offend it, but it's a bit garbage. I think the Dockers deserve better. That's just me. Up next, the Cats. Now, we know the Cats. It is a good song, and, you know, he's kind of got a bit of self-personification, a bit of glory about it. I'm sticking that straight in the good. I'm a fan. Now, to me, a good song, now we don't really have team songs in the UK for sports teams. It's more fan-based thing. I like the fact that it's got that repetition and it's got a little bit of, you know, identity about it. I do like that one. Up next, Gold Coast. Now, Gold Coast are a weird one. And to me, it sounds like a child's song. You can see it's fabricated. You can hear it seems like, you know, something the Wiggles sing. I'm going to put it in the bad. It shouldn't do, but it's a bit harsh. Now, obviously, the next one, very iconic from the grand final. Everyone had it. It was a meme. Controversial, though. I'm not a fan of it. It's in the air. To me, it's just it's too, for me, in my palate, it's just too, what's the word? It's too cliche, and I'm not a fan of it. Up next, the Hawks. Now, the Hawks, this song's iconic, I think, more for Hawthorn Fan TV to me, because that was probably my first, apart from them winning, that was like, I genuinely usually switch a game off before I hear the song, unless it's my team. So that's a weird one, but yeah, from Hawthorn Fan TV, so it just brings back good memories for me. Definitely gonna have this in the good section because I'm a fan of the twirls of the song. I'm a fan. It's a decent song, and yeah, I'd say it's one of them songs that is less annoying to hear when they win. Demons. This is another one for me that I just don't quite get. It's like a hot mess all the way through. It's not like, doesn't it invoke, does it, positive emotions? And that's no offence to Melbourne fans. It's just, yeah, it is a. You can't argue with that. Up next is North, and as you know, joining the chorus, it's very iconic, isn't it? And as a Pom, I'm one of these people that is kind of drawn to iconicness. Do you know what I mean? Something that, you know, is repetitive, which is probably why I enjoy my kids, because it's got to be repetitive. But nah, serious, it's a nib. I'm going to put that in good. Probably controversial. I don't care. I like it. Up next, we've got Saints. You can hear it. And to a Pom, that is iconic. We think of Southampton. Obviously, we think of any war movie. Anything to do with war. Anything to do with the army. With that type of people. But nah, St Kilda, definitely awesome. I do like that one. I do like that one. We've got 4 left, so we've got Sydney Swans. And that, when you hear the Swans one, it always reminds me of, like, you know, kind of like, if you ever listen to any World War II pop songs, and you listen to the German ones, and then they're translated from German into English, so Lily Marlene would be a good one. It sounds like that, you know, like, you're probably not getting the message in the language that you're listening it to, because Lily Marlene in English doesn't sound as bad as it does in German. So, and it's not bad, it's about going to war and leaving the love of your life. But it doesn't sound like that in the Pom version. So Sydney Swans kind of fits to that in the terms of it seems like it's trying to go somewhere that it's not. I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to have that in the air. I don't get it. Don't get it. Up next, the Eagles. Now we know that they changed their song quite controversially this year, and maybe because even though I'm a traditionalist, I'm a big sucker for marketing. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was good, and I think I've given it away there because if my gut is saying it's good and I ain't going awesome, even though I don't use the phrase awesome, I've got to listen to it. But it's near bad. You can't say it is. It's alright, and anyone who's complaining about it is mental. I do think literally every song needs to be rebranded. To be fair, there's a controversial opinion. I just think, it needs to be updated, a bit brought up into the 21st century. We've moved on from singing in barbershop quartets. It doesn't happen anymore. So, AFL, if you're watching, rebrand them. Keep the lyrics, just make it a little bit meh. Give it a bit more sexy. Up next, Doggies. Now you see, as it starts, I enjoy the start because it reminds me of a game show when I was a kid. It reminds me I've got my tea on my knees, I've got my fish fingers, chips and beans, I'm tucking in, and then... And it's some kind of game show where a brother and a sister are competing to go to Thorpe Park for the weekend while dunking each other in green goo. And then it just goes off to your uncle's birthday party when you're 13. And you're kind of not quite an adult, not quite a kid. So you go to feel adult, but then you realise that adults are tragic. That is how I describe the song. So I'm going to put that in the That And finally, we've got the Tigers. Now this song is iconic, and I've got to say, this is the song that's the screensaver probably of my mind at the moment, because these are just a song you can't escape from. It's good, and I'm going to put it in the awesome category. And I'm already, just looking at this as we're listening to the Tigers, we've got a very higgledy-piggledy list, and I guarantee you probably won't see a list like this anywhere else. But that's my unbiased, just initial impression. We've listened them together in real time. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow with more content. Let me know what you think. I'm out.